since we're on this a little bit in terms of coming together, and I brought up the penalties and stuff, because that's again, what do you contribute to that?
In
Coaching or
terms of
just
what?
players not knowing what they're doing?
Which part?
Because both the penalties.
Oh yeah. So I look at it like this, man. I can understand both elements of it. When
Because then I wanted to bring up. Did you hear Pickett's quotes about all this stuff?
I have not just yet, but I think I have, but I'll have you read them, say them again. But in terms of the penalties part, is dual. Part of it, yes. When you say coaching got to be better, you got to have these guys understanding the rules, being more disciplined. Yes,
This
you're
has
right.
happened way too much these last 3 weeks.
So my thing is this: you are right, and as a fan, yes, me watching
Illegal
it, it's
formation
like, yes.
stuff.
But
Legal man down the
but this is
field.
the flip side, though. Honestly, me as a player, God honest truth, I don't put that on coaching. I say that's a lack of detail because my job as a player is to know the rules. My job as a player is to know how to line up and to do it consistently. My job isn't to depend on my coach to tell me how to do this. My job is to actually cut the tape on and figure it out myself. Now, the coach is going to give me some information. He's going to help me out, and rightfully so. And the dope coaches, they'll go even above and beyond. I know the coaching staff here does that. But at the end of the day, bro, you got to be a professional. So when I look at, hey, illegal formation because Chooks isn't on the line of scrimmage, it's the little detail, and this is how it is. Line of scrimmage is this. His helmet has to break the hip of the center, okay? Center, middle man in line of scrimmage, right? So you got your guard, they're sitting back a little bit, but when they get set, they make sure their head is at least breaking that hip, right? Illusion, you want to be back a little bit further as a tackle, but you're saying to yourself, I just got to make sure I'm close to this guard. So sometimes you're leaning over a little bit, but you want to cheat a little bit further. You want to play that game. How much can I steal a step? Because I know this pass rusher is getting off the ball. The other thing we do is what? When the ball is snapped, how many times do we see our tackles and other tackles league-wide take that half a step early, right? And we always like, yo, that's false start. But it's like, nah, they let them get away with it, right? Those are just the little fine line things. So when he gets in legal formation, it wasn't a big issue, but the issue was, okay, this ref felt that he was a little bit too far back. I don't put that on coaching because for him, he's been doing this the whole season. You're playing the game. You're trying to steal a step. It's like if you're trying to steal a base. All right, how much far can I go? Can I keep going? Can I keep going until I get caught? Like, I'm going to keep going. And for him, that was the context. Now, when you're talking about some of the other illegal formations where it's a receiver covering up an end man in the line of scrimmage, once again, it's like, bro, this rule has been in place since rec ball. You can't be if you're on the end man in the line of scrimmage, if you're an eligible receiver, you can't cover up another eligible. It is that simple. But it happens. And it doesn't just happen in Pittsburgh. But that to me is a lack of detail. If I'm a player, how do I lack that detail? Man, I'm a little tired right now. Oh, man, it ain't that big of a deal right now. Oh, man, the ref ain't gonna call it. I'm good. All right, I'm close enough. Or am I supposed to be on line? Am I supposed to be off the line? I don't know. I'm gonna get in the middle. That's lack of detail. So can I put it on coaching? Sure, if you want to. But as a player that did it for 9 years, I would have never survived if I'm dependent on the coaching staff to tell me every single thing. I wouldn't have lasted as long as I did if I was dependent on the coaches to get me aligned and have me motivated and prepared for every little thing. At some point in time, you got to hold yourself accountable. At some point in time, you got to say, hey, man, I'm going to make sure that I got my stuff in order so I'm not the guy out there being the reason why. So that's why it's like I can see it being both ways. I don't put that on coaching. I put that on the player because of personal experiences. But as a fan, I could understand you looking at it and saying, hey, man, coaches have to get those guys more locked in, more in tuned. I can understand both ways. So obviously you've been seeing me wear the blue light glasses, right?
Yeah.
Well, they are from the Venturo collection, man, in terms of, with this company, they take a lot of pride in making sure that everything is done in-house. A lot of love, a lot of care. But more importantly, they don't do a ton of mass production. So when you talk about the quality of it, it's a lot nicer. They also do a ton of accessories and jewelry, right? Deke had a chance to see some of the watches that they make, and they're pretty daggone nice, might I
They're really
add.
nice.
Some of the jewelry, bracelets.
Well, I might need to
necklaces.
get some of those glasses too once I get LASIK coming up here, because those would be nice, little blue light action.
Absolutely, man. But they also have, your regular sunglasses as well. But the thing that they do that sets them apart from other brands are their price point. They try to be very affordable while still giving you a nice feel, a nice quality, to their stuff and things like that. So with that being said, when we talk about them, we got promo codes, and that promo code is MOATS. If you use that, you'll get 20% off along with free shipping on or at VenturoCollective.com. So you see it right there. So like I said, definitely want to check them out, show them some love. But, you know, shout out to them. The accessory gang is fire. And like I said, it actually does help. I know for me, I like to keep my eyes working properly, all this screen time I be having. So shout out to these blue lights, but more importantly, shout out to the Vincero Collective.